Oh, I tell you what, this has been an amazing storm system, and I hope folks have stayed safe and in some ways can enjoy it because we don't get these all that often, and so they are sort of a force of nature. Let me explain what happened with this one. It was a classic upslope storm. So today we had the low pressure area over the southeast corner of Colorado. Ahead of it, warm, moist air, thunderstorms, rain to the north side of it. When you get that low in that location, the counterclockwise winds spinning around that big red L on the weather map push the moisture back up the hill, up the slope toward the Denver area, and that moisture is forced to rise up over the mountains to the west of us and also down to the south of us along the Palmer Divide. Very often when this happens, the heaviest snow falls along and east of the Continental Divide, which is exactly what we've seen. And today they actually had some sunshine peeking through out on the western slope of Colorado. So this is really an eastern Colorado snow situation. Now, it was not our classic champagne powder that we brag about at the ski areas, which normally has a ratio of about 1 inch of water fluffs out to 20 inches of snow. This was much more of what I'd call the Colorado classic snow, where 1 inch of water equals about 10 inches of snow. Great packing snow, wonderful for snowmen. And at least it wasn't what we call the Midwest mush, which is that slush that stands up. And that's when you have a ratio of about 1 inch of water only makes about 6 inches of snow. Nonetheless, there was a lot of water with this storm. We'll probably end up with most areas getting about 2 inches of water from this classic ratio, if you will. So if your back hurts, here's why. Let's do a little bit quick math. 20 inches of snow, you melt that down, that's 2 inches of water, all right? Now, 2 inches of water is about 54,000 gallons of water over an acre of land. 1 gallon of water weighs 8.33 pounds, so if you do the math, over an acre, that's 450,000 pounds, or about 230 tons. So that's just about 43,000 square feet an acre. Each shovelful weighs a little over 10 pounds. That's why shoveling is hard work. Let me show you what's happening right now. It's 31 for the high, 28 the low, and officially at the airport today melted 0.71. They had 0.56 yesterday, so you get the idea. There's a lot of water out there. 27 downtown, 28 out at the airport. Pressure is rising. Winds are strong out of the north at 33 miles per hour. Still have a lot of precip showing up. I'm just going to take you through the next few hours with Futurecast. Bands of heavy snow now, and that'll continue until about midnight, but then it starts to diminish. Still very windy, and by early morning, we'll have windy, cold conditions as that low moves off into Kansas, and our weather conditions slowly start to improve. For more on what you can expect through tonight and through the next 7 days, let's go to Stacey.
Well, hey, Mike, yeah, that blizzard warning continues until midnight tonight, so we're expecting another 3 to 6 inches of snowfall here for the metro area. Those winds gusting around 50 miles an hour at times. I'm sure if you've stuck your head outside, you've experienced that or even watched it out the window. Whiteout conditions have been occurring for the last few hours and will continue in through tonight. These winds are just howling across the Front Range up to about 50, 55 miles an hour at times. So everything along the Front Range, it's going to be blowing around tonight, and that blizzard warning remaining in effect. So stay home if you can. We've warned you about it, and it's best to stay safe. 50-mile-an-hour winds will create these treacherous conditions here along the Front Range. Winter storm warnings in effect everywhere else that's shaded in pink here, which means we'll still see some snowfall here falling in the next few hours as we head through the evening. Winter weather advisories for our northern mountains off to the west toward Grand Junction. As for the Civic Center camera, we're finally able to see some buildings we haven't been able to for the last couple of hours. All of our cameras looking at snowfall at this point. This is what it looks like at City Park with the cloudy skies, a lot of fog and snowfall. We'll continue to see the snow falling through the rest of tonight. It should let up as we get toward midnight, and then that's when we'll start to see the snow move out into tomorrow morning. So improved conditions tomorrow, but very poor roads tonight. Temperatures in the teens. Everything's going to freeze over, and we're going to have very slick, icy, and snow-packed roads tomorrow morning. So it's going to be a slow morning drive, a few flurries early on, and then clearing later in the day. 37 will be our high. We'll have those temperatures in the 30s here for the Front Range. A little warmer down into southeastern Colorado, 40s and 50s. And mostly 30s and 40s for the higher elevations, and things will calm down as we go into tomorrow. This snowstorm moving out off to the east, dragging that snow with it. So as we get into our Monday afternoon and then eventually our Tuesday morning, things are looking much better. little more quiet. And you see here on the 7-day forecast, we do have another chance for snow Tuesday afternoon and evening. So we are under a weather action day, but look at the end of the week there. 55 degrees on Friday, 62 degrees by Saturday. It'll be warm and dry, staying in the upper 50s by Sunday.